An old rusted windmill out in the pasture refuses to turn. Just like a heart full of painful lessons that I had to learn. The red dirt out here is bone dry and the topsoil is running thin, which is a perfect reflection of the emotional state that I am in. I packed all of my past errors into a heavy canvas bag and watched the old front porch colors slowly drop and sag. There's thick dust on the windshield under an Oklahoma sky. I'm way too tired to argue anymore and way too proud to cry. Kansas is sitting behind me now like a forgotten, torn out page, leaving me like a lonely actor standing on an empty stage. The sooner state solitude is covering up my tracks before my whole universe decides to cave in and collapse. The rusty telephone wires hanging above are humming a lonely tune right under the bright glare of a pale daylight moon. I passed the old gravel parking lot of a diner where we used to eat before this whole beautiful world got paved over into cold concrete. Now it's just a collection of memories fading away into a dull gray on a highway designed to carry all of the dreamers away. There's thick dust on the windshield under an Oklahoma sky. I'm way too tired to argue anymore and way too proud to cry. Kansas is sitting behind me now like a forgotten, torn out page, leaving me like a lonely actor standing on an empty stage. The sooner state solitude is covering up my tracks before my whole universe decides to cave in and collapse. And this open road doesn't care about who you used to be. It doesn't look back at a shooting star dropping into the sea. It just opens up its long arms and it swallows the white line, a beautiful, quiet graveyard of uncounted lost time. There's thick dust on the windshield under an Oklahoma sky. I'm way too tired to argue anymore and way too proud to cry. Kansas is sitting behind me now like a forgotten, torn out page, leaving me like a lonely actor standing on an empty stage. The sooner state solitude is covering up my tracks before my whole universe decides to cave in and collapse. Sooner stay solitude right under that expansive sky, just a lonely actor on an empty stage. finally reached the physical border of the absolute final map, where the blue-white glaciers sit frozen in a timeless geological trap. The world up here is perfectly quiet, the Arctic air is pristine and clean. It's the grandest natural theater that our eyes have ever seen. All of the miles behind us are just a distant fading smoke, a beautiful lifelong promise to the road that never broke. We're at the end of the map, where the cold Alaska ice gleams, the final beautiful resting place for all of our wild schemes. From the sun-drenched islands of Hawaii to this frozen northern shore, we walk the entirety of the Atlas, and our souls still wanted more. Tundra horizon, go ahead and open up your massive arms. We finally survived all of the highways and the false alarms. The green and purple northern lights are putting on a magnificent show, reflecting cosmic colors directly onto the endless valley of white snow. An epic cinematic finale for a tired traveler's restless soul, where all of the broken, scattered pieces are finally made whole. We stand together on the jagged edge of the ultimate geographic view, and our souls still wanted more. Tundra horizon, go ahead and open up your massive arms. We finally survived all of the highways and the false alarms. That we went out to seek. We're at the end of the map, where the cold Alaska ice gleams, a final beautiful resting place for all of our wild schemes. From the sun-drenched islands of Hawaii to this frozen northern shore, we walk the entirety of the Atlas, and our souls and the false whistle blew right on the dot, but we just lingered out in the gravel lot. The Union Hall is a shuttered, padlocked room, casting a long shadow in the afternoon. We spent our best years on that factory floor, but they don't manufacture those dreams anymore. Left the ghost of Ohio in the rearview mirror, where the smokestacks cut the sky a little clearer. Caught the midnight chill down on the Michigan line, trading broken down assembly lines for borrowed time. Yeah, we're running on a flatline beat, but there's a living fire burning underneath our feet. My old man's hands were permanently stained with grease. He bought a split-level house on a 30-year lease. Now the rusty drive through the porch and the iron gate, and the weekly paycheck always arrives just a little too late. So I packed up the trunk with a wrench and a prayer, and left the black smoke hanging in the morning air. I left the ghost of Ohio in the rearview mirror, where the smokestacks cut the sky a little clearer. Caught the midnight chill down on the Michigan line, trading broken down assembly lines for borrowed time. Yeah, we're running on a flatline beat, but there's a living fire burning underneath our feet. And the highway stretches out like an uncoiled spring, just waiting to see what this next state line will bring. It's a heavy country for an honest working man, but we carve out a life wherever we can. Left the ghost of Ohio in the rearview mirror, where the smokestacks cut the sky a little clearer. Caught the midnight chill down on the Michigan line, trading broken down assembly lines for borrowed time. Yeah, we're running on a flatline beat. Oh, but there's a living fire burning underneath our feet. Borrowed time. Yeah, on the Michigan line, we're cutting through the rust tonight. Magenta headlights cutting cleanly through the dark, an empty fuel tank living on a phantom spark. The dashboard glows with a digital neon green, like a deleted scene cut out of an old magazine. I'm chasing the transmission that died long ago, sifting through the static on the AM radio. Lost my shadow somewhere out in Nevada, drinking cheap dreams and warm pina colada. The desert drinks the heat, but it spits out the cold on a highway paved with full silver and gold. Neon, neon, look at us now, lost in the collective glow of a ghost town crowd. Those old roulette wheels keep spinning in reverse, where every lucky break just feels like a well-timed curse. You can buy a brand new identity for $100, but there ain't a casino here that can change your luck. The strip just bleeds right out into the shifting sand, right at the ragged edge of the promised land. Lost my shadow somewhere out in Nevada, drinking cheap dreams and warm pina colada. The desert drinks the heat, but it spits out the cold on a highway paved with full silver and gold. Neon, neon, look at us now, lost in the collective glow of a ghost town crowd. Static on the glass, wind blowing through our hair, looking for a harbor that we know isn't there. We're speeding through the static, we're breaking the line, 200 miles to the next time zone sign. Lost my shadow somewhere out in Nevada, drinking cheap dreams and warm pina colada. The desert drinks the heat, but it spits out the cold on a highway paved with full silver and gold. Neon, neon, look at us now, lost in the collective glow of a ghost town crowd. Fool's gold in the sand, into the desert night, neon desolation. Yeah. Yo, 5 a.m. and the pavement is already steaming. The elevator tracks rattle, while the rest of the city is dreaming. Pigeons on the fire escape, watching the morning hustle. Every single square inch of this grid is a trial of muscle. Briefcases, broken laces, anonymous cold faces, everyone chasing the green in the tightest of spaces. I got the ink on my fingers and the grit on my coat, trying to find a clear melody inside of my throat. We build these towers up high just to watch them collide. The high-rise dynamic meeting the ocean inside. These concrete canyons got me chasing after the crown. New York concrete never lets a dream sleep down. From the boroughs to the bridges, the ambient Just another young face lost in the skyscraper cloud. Skyline vertigo, looking straight down at the view, wondering if this city's gonna swallow you too. Yeah. Old subway tokens turned into digital codes, but the hunger stays identical on these industrial roads. From the steps of the brownstone straight to the penthouse top. You better master the rhythm or you're gonna get dropped. Steam from the iron grates rises straight to the sky, like a million street prayers that the money just can't buy. I'm gonna spit the raw truth till the microphone bleeds, planting the rhythm of the pavement inside of the seeds. We live on the sharp edge of the glass and the stone, surrounded by a million people, but completely alone. These concrete kings got me chasing after the crown. New York concrete never lets a dream sleep down. From the boroughs to the bridges, the ambition is loud. Just another young face lost in the skyscraper cloud. Skyline vertigo, looking straight down at the view, wondering if this city's gonna swallow you too. Up on the gravel roof where the midnight air gets cold, it's where the realest stories of the city get told. You look down at the lights, it's a beautiful trap, a glittering endless grid on a traveler's map. These concrete kings got me chasing after the crown. New York concrete never lets a dream sleep down. From the boroughs to the bridges, the ambition is loud. Just another young face lost in the skyscraper cloud. Skyline vertigo, looking straight down at the view, wondering if this city's gonna swallow you too. Yeah, urban vertigo. New York, New York, gotta keep climbing, fade it out now. Salty windshield and some cracked up glass. We're moving way too fast to let the good times pass. The radio is blasting a 3-chord garage band song, and honestly we don't care if the words are wrong. The ocean's on our right and the cliffs are on our left. Pulling off a beautiful highway theft, tearing down the 101, washing off the city grid. California dreaming till the engine goes split. That cold Oregon mist couldn't cool this engine fire. Just a couple of nomads living out dumping the weight of a heavy, heavy load. The boardwalk is empty and the neon signs are dead, but we've got a wildfire burning hot inside our heads. Sleeping in the cramped backseat with salt in our hair. Nobody back home even knows how we got out there. The morning tide comes in and it washes away our tracks, and we ain't ever, ever looking back. Tearing down the 101, washing off the city grid. California dreaming till the engine goes split. That cold Oregon mist couldn't cool this engine fire. Just a couple of nomads living There's a broken down rig sitting at the edge of the town, and the brown tumbleweeds roll as the sun sinks down. The local lawman is sleeping in his regular spot, but I'm moving with a package that cannot be caught. An old Bible on the dash and a cold gun in the door. I don't wanna fight this country's old wars anymore. The Texas border stretched out like an endless debate, fighting the heavy wind at the Lone Star Gate. New Mexico is waiting where the red dirt turns gray. We're outrunning the sands of a dark yesterday. Lone Star static on the radio dial. Gotta keep this engine moving for another long mile. The oil wells are pumping out there like iron ghosts, and the telephone poles look just like crucifix posts. I gave my final confession to a girl working the bar. She looked at me and said, "Honey, you ain't gonna get very far." But she don't know the engine that beats inside my chest, or the wild destination that is waiting in the west. The Texas border stretched out like an endless debate, fighting the heavy wind at the Lone Star Gate. New Mexico is waiting where the red dirt turns gray. We're outrunning the sins of a dark yesterday. Lone Star static on the radio dial. Gotta keep this engine moving for another long mile. And the fierce heat waves dance on the asphalt line, just like a vivid vision of a life that was supposed to be mine. But the blacktop keeps calling and the engine just roars. We're breaking right through all of their locked up doors. The Texas border stretched out like an endless debate, fighting the heavy wind at the Lone Star Gate. New Mexico is waiting where the red dirt turns gray. We're outrunning the sins of a dark yesterday. Lone Star static on the radio dial. Gotta keep this engine moving for another long mile. Just one more mile, leaving Texas in the rear view. Nothing but that Lone Star static. hollow where the daylight grows thin. There's a ruined wooden cabin where the trouble began. The moonshine is cooking in a copper line still, while the long shadows dance over the crest of the hill. The old-timers say there's a phantom riding the breeze with a silver-plated fiddle that'll make your blood freeze. High up in Kentucky where the bluegrass grows tall, I heard the mountain whisper just before the timber fall. It echoed down through Virginia, through the valley and the pine. A phantom train rolling on a broken coal line. Bluegrass ghost ship sailing right through the mist, looking for a sinner that the world somehow missed. The old miner's daughter has a look in her eyes like she knows the exact date this whole industry dies. The rusted iron wheels rattle on an overgrown track, and when you head down that valley you don't come back. We pick at these strings till our fingers bleed raw, living our lives on the wrong side of mountain law. High up in Kentucky where the bluegrass grows tall, I heard the mountain whisper just before the timber fall. It echoed down through Virginia, through the valley and the pine. A phantom train rolling on a broken coal line. Bluegrass ghost ship sailing right through the mist, looking for a sinner that the world somehow missed. Run through the briars, run straight through the mud. The rhythm of the ridge is running thick in our blood. You can't catch a ghost with a rope or a chain, it only rolls faster in the cold autumn rain. High up in Kentucky where the bluegrass grows tall, I heard the mountain whisper just before the timber fall. It echoed down through Virginia, through the valley and the pine. A phantom train rolling on a broken coal line. Bluegrass ghost ship sailing right through the mist, looking for a sinner that the world somehow missed. Yeah, on that broken coal line, ghost ship sailing. Hey! Yeah. Heavy water, heavy lungs, speaking in some ancient tongues. The Spanish moss is hanging low. Watch the black water flow, headlights dipping in the green. Wildest thing you've ever seen, gold teeth gleaming in the dark, waiting for the match to spark. We don't need no city lights, we own these deep southern nights. Underneath the cypress trees, we ain't bowing down to nobody's knees. Sink deep into that Florida humidity heat, where the wild gators and the hustlers eventually meet. Got Georgia plates on a midnight sedan, moving through the marshlands, executing the plan. Everglades alchemy, turning mud into gold. This is the darkest story that the South ever told. An airboat flying through the weeds, planting all the illegal seeds. The mosquitoes buzzing like a drone. Out here you are truly on your own. The county law won't follow past the old wooden dock, so you better keep your eyes on the ticking clock. Muddy water sitting in my cup, tell the plug to line it up. We got the magic buried deep in the soil, making the whole pot boil. Sink deep into that Florida humidity heat, where the wild gators and the hustlers eventually meet. Got Georgia plates on a midnight sedan, moving through the marshlands, executing the plan. Everglades alchemy, turning mud into gold. This is the darkest story that the South ever told. Watch the black water ripple, watch the long shadows grow. There are secrets in this delta that the locals only know. Don't slip on the muddy bank, I'm falling to the stream, or you disappear forever like a bad dark dream. To that Florida humidity heat, where the wild gators and the hustlers eventually meet. Got Georgia plates on a midnight sedan, moving through the marshlands, executing the plan. Everglades alchemy, turning mud into gold. This is the darkest story that the South ever told. Everglades alchemy, turning that mud to gold. Watch you step out here. The cedar fence post is broken, the cattle are all long gone. An empty flat horizon stretching out before the pale dawn. The jagged shadows stretch out over ancient weathered stone, a natural monument built specifically for the deeply alone. No cellular signals are reaching this far down the line, just the quiet, heavy passage of uncounted time. The South Dakota wind takes the breath right from your chest. A beautiful, harsh wasteland looking out at the great west, passing through Wyoming with nothing but a highway of ghosts, where the absolute silence of the prairie hurts the absolute most. In the Badlands echo chamber, we scream out our names, but nobody out here is playing these for wishes rise up like the ribs of the earth, a cold barren destination that mocks our comfortable birth. The prairie hawks circle high up in a cloudless blue sky, watching the endless black asphalt as the lonely travelers die. We bury our deepest worries in the thick dust and the storm, and pray that this desert just leaves our spirits alone. The South Dakota wind takes the breath right from your chest, a beautiful harsh wasteland looking out at the great west, passing through Wyoming with nothing but a highway of ghosts, where the absolute silence of the prairie hurts the absolute most. In the Badlands echo chamber, we scream out our names, but nobody out here is playing these forgotten games. And the echo comes crashing back. Yeah, the echo comes crashing back. It tells us exactly everything that our souls lack. Vast and completely unbroken, the wilderness cry. The South Dakota wind takes the breath right from your chest, a beautiful harsh wasteland looking out at the gray west, passing through Wyoming with nothing but a highway of ghosts, where the absolute silence of the prairie hurts the absolute most. In the Badlands echo chamber, we scream out our names, but nobody out here is playing these forgotten games. Nothing but ghosts out in the Badlands. Just listen to that wind howl. Ooh, yeah. Windows rolled all the way down, but the air is still too thick. My frantic mind is playing games. It's a classic late night trick. You said you were waiting, but my phone keeps going dead. Too many toxic assumptions running loose inside my head. The red tail lights ahead are just a blurry, glowing line, and I'm running out of good excuses this time. Midnight sweet tea, but the flavor went sour. Stuck in that Georgia traffic at the witching hour. That sudden Alabama rain washing over the hood, misunderstanding everything we thought we understood. Each state paranoia, it's got a tight hold on me. Chasing a phantom that I don't really want to see. The car radio's whispering a soldier slow tempo groove, but my heart is racing so fast I'm too heavy to move. Did you actually mean what you said when the liquor was high, or was that just another remarkably beautiful avatar? Pine trees are watching me, they look like a crowd, and this heavy silence between us is getting midnight sweet tea, but the flavor went sour. Stuck in that Georgia traffic at the witching hour. Oh, the sudden Alabama rain washing over the hood, misunderstanding everything we thought we understood. Oh, peach state paranoia, it's got a tight hold on me. Ooh, chasing a phantom that I don't really want to see. Is it you? Is it me? Or is it just this humidity? Losing my sanity in the southern vicinity. We built up an empire on a foundation of shifting sand. Now I'm trembling with both of my hands on the wheel. Midnight sweet tea, but the flavor went sour. Stuck in that Georgia traffic at the witching hour. Oh, the sudden Alabama rain washing over the hood, misunderstanding everything we thought we understood. Peach state paranoia, it's got a tight hold on me. Ooh, chasing a phantom that I don't really wanna see. Yeah, this paranoia, just let the rain wash it away. Stuck in the heat. Old industrial skeletal structures covered in winter smoke. This freezing city wind is an absolute permanent joke. But deep inside the concrete warehouse, the lasers are burning bright. We're completely rewriting the history of the night. The strobe lights are cutting the darkness cleanly in half as we dance our way right off the map. Dancing right on the edge of the cold Illinois coast, chasing after the memories that we used to love the most, while the rest of Indiana sleeps under a thick blanket of snow. We keep the bright neon burning, the dark city below. There's a Great Lakes glitch in the system tonight, where everything is wrong, but it feels so right. The heavy bass line is moving the decades of dust on the floor, and we don't even look for the neon exit sign anymore. We're completely connected by cables and digital sound, lost inside of a rhythm that we finally found. The industrial concrete is shaking, the speakers are blown, but we've built a kingdom that we can call our. Dancing right on the edge of the cold out the neon light, filter out the physical pain. Nothing survives out there in the freezing cold rain. But the music in here is warm. The music runs deep. It's a sacred promise that this city is trying to keep. Dancing right on the edge of the cold Illinois coast, chasing after the memories that we used to love the most, while the rest of Indiana sleeps under a thick blanket of snow. We keep the bright neon burning, the dark city below. There's a Great Lakes glitch in the system tonight, where everything is wrong, but it feels so right. Just a glitch in the system. Keep that neon burning under the Midwest snow. Pack up the heavy wool coats, leave out our stubborn pride. We've got a massive mountain range waiting for us outside. The deep valley is swallowing everything down there whole, but up on this rocky ridge, there's a peace for the soul. The fallen pine needles soften the weight of our steps as we breathe in the clean air that the wilderness kept. Thin air up in Colorado, our lungs are starting to burn, just waiting up here for the seasons and the weather to turn. Looking straight down at Utah from a snow-capped peak, finding all of the answers that we forgot how to seek. Rocky Mountain oxygen, clear out all of the smoke. We survived the brutal winter before the branch finally broke. The green timberline fades into vast valleys of stone, a majestic, silent reminder that we are completely alone. But it's a beautiful kind of lonely, a sacred release, where the chaotic noise of the city is forced to cease. The mountain rivers run ice cold from the melting white snow, feeding the deep canyons that open up far below. Thin air up in Colorado, our lungs are starting to burn, just waiting up here for the seasons and the weather to turn. Looking straight down at Utah from a snow-capped peak, finding all of the answers that we forgot how to seek. Rocky Mountain oxygen, clear out all of the smoke. We survived the brutal winter before the branch finally broke. Higher and higher we climb, way above the gray cloud, where the quiet whispers of nature are stunningly loud. We're shedding our heavy coats, days begin. Thin air up in Colorado, our lungs are starting to burn. Just waiting up here for the seasons and the weather to turn. Looking straight down at Utah from a snow-capped peak, finding all of the answers that we forgot how to seek. Rocky Mountain oxygen, clear out all of the smoke. We survived the brutal winter before the branch finally broke. Breathe it all in, way above the crowded world. Rocky Mountain sky. The old wooden docks are covered in a thick sheet of white ice. The old fisherman's warning didn't need to be spoken twice. The lobster traps are all empty, the ropes are completely frayed. We're paying a heavy price for the reckless choices we made. So crank up the faulty heater in this rusty old van. We're getting out of this harbor town as fast as we can. Cold Atlantic wind biting right through my manual coat, just trying to keep this heavy conversation afloat. Headed straight down to Massachusetts, riding the crest of the wave, looking for a safe harbor or a deep secret to save. Lobster, shock shiver, our teeth are clicking in time as we go crossing right over the northeastern line. The historic lighthouses flash through the dense coastal fog like a forgotten ink entry in an old captain's log. We spent the last of our money on hot coffee and fuel, learning the hard coastal lessons they don't teach you in school. The jagged shoreline is rugged, the shoreline is remarkably old, but it can't even compare to the frost in this soul. Cold Atlantic wind biting The air is completely stagnant. The swamp water is pitch black. There is no paved road out here that can carry our spirits back. Sinking slowly down into the dark belly of the beast, where the black crows and the vultures come to claim their feast. The sheer weight of this southern sky is too heavy to bear. There's a thick odor of sulfur and black smoke hanging in the air. Baptized in the absolute fire of a Louisiana swamp, where the heavy iron boots of the forgotten routinely stomp. Arkansas is bleeding out through the cracks in the red clay, dragging all of our heavy baggage down to a dark grave. Bayou brimstone, you gotta swallow the physical pain. Nothing survives out here in the deep shadow of the chain. The pointed cypress knees rise like iron spikes from the mud. The historic sins of the father are running thick in our blood, and old iron cages sinking straight into the swamp's decay, where the clean light of the sun never finds its own way. We scream at the rising shadows, but the shadows just scream back. A dark, twisted manifestation on a desolate track. Baptized in the absolute fire of a Louisiana swamp, where the heavy iron boots of the forgotten routinely stomp. Arkansas is bleeding out through the cracks in the red clay, dragging all of our heavy baggage down to a dark grave. Bayou brimstone, you gotta swallow the physical pain. Nothing survives out here in the deep shadow of the chain. Crush the brittle bone, burn the entire field to the dark power of the swamp. Every sinner must yield. There ain't no redemption. There ain't no release. Just the endless feast of the beast. Baptized in the absolute fire of a Louisiana swamp, where the heavy iron boots of the forgotten routinely stomp. Arkansas is bleeding out through the cracks in the red clay, dragging all of our heavy baggage down to a dark grave. Bayou brimstone, you gotta swallow the physical pain. Nothing survives out here in the deep shadow of the chain. Bayou brimstone, swallow it whole, down into the mud. old truck tailgate is dropped down in a dirt road lane, just washing off the heavy dust of the long weekday strain. You got your mud-stained boots up on the dashboard glass, watching the warm summer night move just a little too fast. The radio's playing our absolute favorite tune, under the brilliant light of a Midwestern moon. There's nothing but the stars hanging over this Iowa corn, the purest piece of heaven since the day that I was born. Chasing down a wild dream straight into the Missouri night. Everything behind us is heavy, but the future ahead looks light. These cornfield constellations are guiding our spirits home to the prettiest country that our eyes have ever known. The yellow fireflies are blinking out in the tall green stalks, and it's a whole lot better than the gossip on the city sidewalks. We don't even need a map when the night sky is this clear. Every single petty worry we had just disappears right from here. Just a small town girl and a boy riding in an old V8, breaking right through the rusty old county gate. There's nothing but the stars hanging over this Iowa corn, the purest piece of heaven since the day that I was born. Chasing down a wild dream straight into the Missouri night. Everything behind us is heavy, but the future ahead looks light. These cornfield constellations are guiding our spirits home to the prettiest country that our eyes have ever known. And the highway miles just fly by like a beautiful song when you're sitting right by my side where you always belong. From the wide open fields to the rivers, the heartland is wide, with a million bright stars putting on a magnificent show outside. There's nothing but the stars hanging over this Iowa corn, the purest piece of heaven since the day that I was born. Chasing down a wild dream straight into the Missouri night. Everything behind us is heavy, but the future ahead looks light. These cornfield constellations are guiding our spirits home to the prettiest country that our eyes have ever known, guiding us all the way home, right over the endless cornfields. Yeah, it's a beautiful night out here. Heavy gray skies hanging down like a wet sheet, The thick moss is growing directly over the cracks in the street. My flannel shirt is soaked through to the skin once again, losing my grip on my mind at the long season's end. The jagged mountains are hiding behind a dark rain cloud, and the dynamic silence inside my head is getting too loud. The cold rain keeps falling down on the Washington pines, leaving us with blurred out vision at the state borderlines. Idaho is completely frozen over in a bitter, cold embrace as I'm trying to wash the winter grit right off my face. This cascade freeze, it's a familiar numbness I know, deep in the dark shadow of the valley down below. The diner coffee is bitter and the engine simply won't start. Just another mechanical breakdown of a heavy, heavy heart. We walk in silence on the shoreline of the Puget Sound, looking for a specific something that cannot be found. The guitar distortion is ringing loudly inside of my ears, a technically perfect reflection of all of my deepest fears. The cold rain keeps falling down on the Washington pines, leaving us with blurred out vision at the state borderlines. Idaho is completely frozen over in a bitter, cold embrace as I'm trying to wash the winter grit right off my face. This cascade freeze, it's a familiar numbness I know, deep in the dark shadow of the valley down below. Wash it all away, nothing ever survives out in this valley of gray. Let the engine burn, let the whole thing freeze. I'm falling straight down to my rusted knees. The cold rain keeps falling down on the Washington pines, leaving us with blurred out vision at the state borderlines. Idaho is completely frozen over in a bitter, cold embrace as I'm trying to wash the winter grit right off my face. This cascade freeze, it's a familiar numbness I know, deep in the dark shadow of the valley down below. This cascade freeze, just let the whole thing freeze over. Cactus shadows stretch out across the land like a hand, reaching all the way across this historical bleeding sand. The flag horizon is shaking, it's losing its physical shape. We're looking for a mystical, cosmic way to escape. The desert lizards are watching us from under the baking stone as we slowly drift away into the great cosmic unknown. These heat waves are dancing on the Arizona sand. We've completely lost track of time in a forgotten land. The Nevada border is just a shimmering, unstable light, chasing after a mirage that I used to call mine. Sonoran mirage, are you real or just a beautiful dream? Because nothing out here in the desert is quite what it seems. The bleached white skull of a steer is a warning sign on the road, a heavy, stark reminder of our fragile mortal code. But the evening sky is an expansive purple and beautiful space, washing the bitter memory right off my weathered face. We drink the warm water from the canteen and stare at the sun, fully aware that this spiritual journey has only begun. Fierce heat waves are dancing on the Arizona sand. We've completely lost track of time in a forgotten land. The Nevada border is just a shimmering, unstable line, chasing after a mirage that I used to call mine. Sonoran mirage, are you real or just a beautiful dream? Because nothing out here in the desert is quite what it seems. Floating completely away on a wide river of heat, losing the physical feel of the earth underneath my feet. The entire desert is speaking to us in colors and sound, a beautiful ancient secret that cannot be bound. Fierce heat waves are dancing on the Arizona sand. We've completely lost track of time in a forgotten land. The Nevada border is just a shimmering, unstable line, chasing after a mirage that I used to call mine. Sonoran mirage, are you real or just a beautiful dream? Because nothing out here in the desert is quite what it seems. It's just a mirage lost out in the Arizona sand. Oh, what a beautiful dream. Crisp white sails are catching the warm afternoon breeze. We're dumping all our heavy worries straight into the coastal seas. The crowded harbors fading away, becoming a miniature view, as we head straight out into the beautiful, expansive blue. The vintage cooler is packed tight, and the music is playing low. We've got absolutely nowhere special we need to go. Sailing smoothly through the morning mist of the Maryland Bay, letting all of that uptown city drama just drift away. Delaware is sleeping quietly on the starboard side, coasting smoothly on the rhythm of a warm summer tide. These Chesapeake currents are taking our spirits away to the lazy, perfect end of a perfect day. The white seagulls are circling high up in the clear sky, watching all of the luxury vessels go drifting lazily by. We got the sea salt drying on our skin and a genuine smile on our face, finally finding our peace of mind at a much slower pace. The afternoon sun is dipping into a bucket of pure gold, the finest nautical story that this coastline has ever told. Sailing smoothly through the morning mist of the Maryland Bay, letting all of that uptown city drama just drift away. Delaware is sleeping quietly on the starboard side, coasting smoothly on the rhythm of a warm summer tide. These Chesapeake currents are taking our spirits away to the lazy, perfect end of a perfect day. And the stress back on the shore, because we don't need that frantic noise in our lives anymore. Sailing smoothly through the morning mist of the Maryland Bay, letting all of that uptown city drama just drift away. Delaware is sleeping quietly on the starboard side, coasting smoothly on the rhythm of a warm summer tide. These Chesapeake currents are taking our spirits away to the lazy, perfect end of a perfect day.